as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk to you a little bit about something that we may not have thought about in terms of what's going on with regards to the issues of funding, as well as how it affects us in the community. Now, as you may be aware, there's a great deal of frustration with regards to the issue of racism in our police departments in this country. Now, believe it or not, those individuals who are protesting and all, they are making an impact. They're making an impact to the extent that the government, foundations, charitable foundations, corporate entities are now beginning to funnel funds to programs designed to help this particular problem or work with this particular problem. But the underlying issue, and we have been discussing this for over a year and a half, continues to remain as it relates to our funders. Please continue to fund. It's not who you fund, it's but how. And when we say that, we're saying that there are prevention programs and there are service programs. Service programs are designed to ease the burden, help with the problem. Prevention programs are saying, wait, we don't want to ease the burden. We want to prevent the problem. The facts of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, these are opposite programs working in opposite directions. Now, many of the funders are simply saying, well, why can't we just fund both? Now, the question is, when you say both, yes, we can fund both, but they need to be funded autonomously. That means if you're giving to the police department, there's the money for the police department. If you're giving to the Black Lives Matter program, that's the Black Lives Matter program. You can't funnel it down and say, we gave it to the police department and they're going to be working with the Black Lives people and the other people with regards to preventing, servicing as well as preventing chokeholds, racism, and etc., etc., etc. Big mistake. Why? Because if these programs are working autonomously, they have to be able to do what they're doing. Police department and the Black Lives Matter program, what they're doing with regards to their mission. To say that they can come together and work together on a program, that's fine, but the monies must be collaborated with regards to the giving. So, police department gets theirs, Black Lives Matter gets theirs, and they collaborate and set up a prevention component. Great. That's the way it should be. Not the giving to the police department. They select whatever program that they want, and then we live happily ever after from there. That's the way it's been done since I've known, the last 40 years, and that's the mistake that they're beginning to make now. No. These prevention outlets are working autonomously in the community. They can work together. They should work together. But when you say, hey, I'm sending this money to the police department, and they're going to select what group that they want to select, you're making a big mistake. And then 10 years later we come back and we find the program did provide some kind of minimum amount of community relations, but the issues are still there. The underlying issue was still there. The prevention component wasn't put into place to allow each entity to work autonomously, but we're working together. We're working together. We're working together, but we're not in the funding, it allows us to work together, but it allows the Black Lives Matter or whatever group to continue their mission as well as expanding its horizon in this particular category. It allows the police department to continue to protect and serve, but expand its arising in this particular category. You see? So our message today is to try, you don't see these. You won't read about this in the newspaper or about, oh, you'll get the information. The government sent millions of dollars down to this program. The funds are being administered by this particular department. Well, now the question is, are we just trying to keep the peace with regards to this particular area, or are we trying to prevent the problem? You see, the issue is one that has to be taken into consideration. If you don't, okay, we'll get the peace. Prevention programs can work autonomously in the community right along with the service programs. But they have to be given that autonomy to be able to do it. And unfortunately, or I say fortunately, it starts with the money. I like to look at it differently, but you must understand this. And when you do, then you can make decisions that provide a level of security for all individuals involved. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Creighton Rippey. I'm the director of the Greater Detroit Community Outreach Center here in Detroit, Michigan. You can reach us at